Sue is just she I've got two Sues now, her laptop and her phone, and neither of them seem to be working. So
Hi Martha, can you hear me?
I can hear you with an echo.
I had to download it on my phone, so it took a while.
That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. So basically, this is really just a very simple, kind of a Q&A. So what I'm going to do, since there's just two of you here at the minute, so I'm just going to give both of you an opportunity to say who you are, what you do. If you want to practice your elevator pitch, you can just whatever you want to do. So Evelyn, Sue, who wants to go first?
Evelyn, go ahead. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think Evelyn's moving to a better location.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Evelyn, you there? Could be Wi-Fi playing up. Seem to be having one of those mornings.
This is why technology and I have avoided each other for so long.
That's okay. That's okay. I think you're becoming friends now, Sue.
We are.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. What was I going to say to you? Hang on 1 second now. I think she's coming back, is she? Okay. Do you want to go, Sue?
Okay.
And,
yeah. Yeah, I'm Sue Landsberg, and I developed the Mindful Teen Ireland last year after emigrating from South Africa, where I lived for 16 years.
oh, wow, really? Sorry.
Yeah. I've lived away for 25 years. I'm originally from Dublin. And so in South Africa, I did kids yoga and mindfulness for preschoolers. And I also facilitated teens and adults in small mindfulness groups. So I've done a lot more study myself since then. The reason for developing my teen course for secondary schools is because I battled terribly with anxiety, and I've always looked for ways to manage it. And for me, the mindfulness techniques and tools really empowered me to take back some control and to manage anxiety, which means I can, live my life more fully and not have it control me. So we currently do teacher training workshops around Ireland, and that way we feel that there's a full organizational approach. There's no point in just going into a school and having one class once a week and none of the teachers are on board.
Yeah.
Everybody needs to be on the same page. So hence why training the teachers, they can incorporate this into their day, on a daily basis.
My reception is really bad. I can't hear you guys.
Can you not, Sugar?
No, you're perfect.
Can you hear me, Sue? You can.
I can hear you perfectly and see you.
Okay. I'd say maybe it's just where Evelyn is located, maybe. Unfortunately. Okay, so just 1 second now, I'm just opening a document here. So so Sue, if you were to bring that paragraph down to 2 lines.
Yeah.
I had really good reception of you guys. I just can't hear anything at all now. I'm moving around the house to see where's the best place.
You might get
I have full Wi-Fi.
Keep moving, and join in when it works. So Sue, if you were to put that down to 2 lines.
Okay.
So let me give you a framework, okay?
Yes.
I help XXX.
Yeah.
Who struggle with Y.
Right.
By
okay.
TTT.
Yeah.
Together we achieve BBB.
Great.
And together we achieve BBB, resulting in TTT.
Excellent.
Right. So
You're my hero, Martha.
so just because honestly, it's something, and the reason I came up with that framework is because I was struggling myself, and I need. Do you know what? I haven't looked at my own elevator pitch in probably, I'd say, 2 months, 3 months, and so my job for myself
I
is
don't know.
What's that?
I don't know if you can hear me. I can't hear anything at all.
Oh, sugar! I can hear you, Evelyn,
I
but
can hear you too.
and you're just coming in and out, I think.
Maybe if you give a thumbs up, Martha, she'll see that you hear her if she can't.
I hear you. I don't know if you can see me. Maybe Evelyn, try your phone or try your laptop or change device.
Because I don't know about the mic on my laptop, so yeah, the phone I know.
Great picture, Sue.
Yeah. So basically, like as you're, everything. I mean, everything.
I heard everything when you opened the session, Martha.
Oh,
But,
did you?
I can't hear anything at all now.
Okay.
I thought it was my reception.
Sugar.
Maybe it is.
Yeah, I'm not too sure. Where are you located, Evelyn? No, she can't hear that either, probably.
Oh. Is the chat box there that she can type?
Oh yeah, actually, good idea. Well done.
There you go. I'm learning.
There you go.
I'm not. Yeah.
Evelyn, do you want? Here, I'll just do to everyone. She may not see that, Evelyn. Can you post questions here? So like I think the thing with the elevator pitch is something that honestly constant practice, and as you get clearer and clearer on your business, and as your business evolves, it's something that, especially as, say, me as a mother, I took a lot of the summer off, and getting back into business now, you nearly have to kind of refresh yourself. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, of course.
And I think as well, just as you're getting clearer and clearer now, Sue, it will really help build your confidence as well.
Yeah.
Others, Kim. Yeah. Hi, Kim. So what I'd say to you, hi Martha, so great. So she's typing. So Evelyn, if you, I'll just say here, if you have any questions, Kim, can you hear us? And do you want to come on? Questions, please type. Okay. So what was I going to say to you? So Sue, and everyone else who's watching and listening to this, so kind of this is a kind of Q&A, but what I'm also hoping to do with you today is to help you kind of step into like where your business is now and what the global vision for your business is, if you have one. And if you don't, even just to create the space maybe to think about it. So what's your vision, Sue? Since you're the only one who's currently on, we'll use you as a guinea pig.
Yeah, no, great. My vision is to incorporate mindfulness in schools on a daily basis. I will make my course an online course with your help, Martha, so that it is globally accessible.
Ooh,
and can then be implemented. It makes it accessible to anybody in their own time, and for them to use those tools in their own lives and in schools. So we will also have the workshops and then the online course to make it globally accessible, so we can make a difference, and not telling people they can incorporate these tools and techniques to use it to fit their daily lives and any situation they find themselves in, whether it is a school or a group setting or a youth setting, or it's actually for everybody. To make it globally, because as one person you can only do so much, but if you put it out there for everybody online, then you help more people, and that's what it's about.
Oh my God. Okay, that is absolutely amazing. So what I want you to do is, because I helped someone with this yesterday, So I want you and everyone who's on the call, hi, Louisa, thanks for joining. So what I want you to do, as well as with your elevator pitch, I want you to put that into 2 sentences. My global online vision is to help children all over the world learn mindfulness, or whatever the correct wording is, to learn mindfulness so that they grow up. Or what is the impact of them learning the mindfulness? So that it's accessible all over the world, and then put the result in of that, and so that it'll have an impact. But what is the impact? The impact is a whole new different generation.
Yes.
And the thing is that what I really, and this is something I'm doing myself actually as I'm stepping into say the Global Online Stars, I'm not even going to call it a program, because for me really it's a calling to actually do this work. But I think what has really happened for me, and I really resisted, I have to say, I resisted stepping into this because I knew it was going to be big. And the thing is that as you create a global vision, you really, it's not then just an online program anymore, Sue. You know, it really is like a mission, it's a calling. And when you come from that angle, the bullshit of the fears that about putting yourself out there, because then it's no longer about you, it's about actually doing the work that you're meant to do.
Definitely. And that really struck me in what you said in the training is get over yourself. That's another quote I'm going to make, quoted by Martha Fraser. Just get over yourself. So the focus isn't on you. And once you take it off you and put it onto like what you're doing for people and that you can help people, it really shifts that perspective. And you know what? I have no fear, because I'm doing it for others and to help others. And you know, the people who want it will come. They will be drawn to your work because you know, that's what they're looking for. And so I have absolutely no fear, and you've really shifted that for me. So thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. I'm so glad, because honestly,
no, really, it's amazing. I feel so empowered now. I really, really do.
Oh my God, I could cry.
It's only the end of week 1.
I know. Because it's funny, because the more that I'm shifting into, say, combining what I would call my woo-woo work with my technical work. I was really afraid of bringing that in, but just even you saying that actually is just confirmation for me. You know, I'm doing the right thing by bringing it in, because I know, like from running programs in the past, and the biggest thing that I've seen with people in the online business is, like, honestly, it's actually just doing the work and getting it out there, that they have this massive roadblock, personal and internal inner game roadblock that's keeping them from putting it out there. And honestly, I've had it myself as well, so it's not as though I'm immune to.
But that's what makes it work so well, is that, you know, you've been there, done that. So you're coming from a training perspective of somebody who really has walked the walk, you know. And when you come from that authentic place, when you've been there, it just creates a whole different angle. Rather than somebody just there spitting out, this is what you need to do, X, Y, Z, without that emotional and psychological understanding of the person on the other side. So you've really got that, and that's really something I honed into, which makes one feel more understood, really, that you've been there, you know.
Thanks, Sue, for that. Okay, so we have Louisa, and we have Kim and Evelyn. Louisa, do you want to tell us who you are and what you do?
Yes, hi, hello. Sorry I came a little bit late, but it's kind of a weird week. I'm Louisa, I live in Belgium. I am a yoga teacher and I coach I help people to build a sustainable practice combined with a ketogenic diet, and I help also people to learn to start to run. they want to run their first 5 kilometers or 10 kilometers, I help that. So it's like a well-being course. That's what I'm starting to do, because I was, until last week, I was a school teacher in a Waldorf school.
Oh, wow.
I decided to stop that and become fully independent. And I'm freaking out.
Okay. Okay. So what I just did with Sue, and I think the more we do this, I think everyone will learn from it, even if we've done it already. So what I want you to do is grab a pen and paper, Louisa. Okay?
Yes.
Grab a pen and paper now.
Now,
Okay?
yes.
And we can all do this. Okay? And you really need to know who you are, what you do, and how you help people.
Okay.
Okay? And that will give you an inner grounding, okay, that will just dissipate this anxiety and fear that's building up, okay? Okay, so my name is Louisa. I help, and I want you to fill in the blank. Who do you help? Do you help men, women, executives, children?
Yes. Now, I have a broad group, like range. Like I help people between 35 and 55,
Women or men?
men and women, but mostly women or couples, because sometimes you want to do this in couples. So I am thinking even in just focus
Okay.
on couples, you know.
Okay, so what I would say is I help women and men from 35 to 55 and couples who are struggling with whatever the thing they're struggling with.
With unhealthy patterns that don't allow them to live the life they want to live, something like
Can
that.
I give you a word, because I'm just coming out of it. Myself and my husband are on a health buzz at the moment, and we had a very stressful time in our lives, and what I now see it's nearly like a midlife midlife not a midlife crisis, but it's more like a getting over the midlife hump, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And it's for me, it was managing the stress of midlife, and I didn't manage it. So I put on weight and blah 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 blah.
Yes.
So so who are struggling with whatever, what is it, I help blah blah blah, who are struggling with this by helping them eat healthier, move more, and feel better or something.
Yeah.
Or if you have a particular program that you do with people, like a 12-week program, you can say, by doing our program together, we help them achieve whatever it is, resulting in them achieve a happier and better life or something, right?
Yes.
So what was I going to say to you? So when you know who you are and who you help, it brings you back down into clarity, and it takes you out of panic and anxiety. Okay.
Yeah.
So the other thing I was going to say to you then, just like what we did with Sue, is, and because you're completely new now to your business, what I'd say to you is creating a global vision for where you want to be. It might take time, because I know when I started off, I didn't have a global vision. I just wanted to make money and prove to my husband that I could do this. I didn't need to have a 9-to-5 job, right? So what I would say to you is to allow the seeds of a global vision. Just allow your channel to be open if you do meditation, and just tune into, what am I here for? What is the impact that I want to make? And if I'm to reach more people around the world, what is that work that I can do?
Mm-hmm.
Does that help?
Yes, of course. Yes, thank you. Yes, and actually, I'm a bit overwhelmed, not because I don't know what to offer, but about how am I going to monetize it? How am I going to live out of it?
Yeah. So basically, a very quick one to do there is to write out how much do you want to earn over the year.
Yeah.
Break it down into 12 months. Break it down into a week. So if you want to earn, I don't know, whatever your previous job salary was.
Yeah, school salary. That's it's a
Yeah.
joke.
Okay, well, if you want to do that plus, let's say if you wanted to earn 50,000 divided by 12, it's divided by 4, it's 1,000 a week, right?
Yes, that would be more or less my aim now.
Right.
Yeah.
So then what you can do, the thing is that when you're starting off and when you don't have many clients, you're better off starting at like €250 a package, 500 €, 1,000. Have 3 offers, 250, 500, 1,000, and basically just write out, maybe like have a 1-to-1, like a 6-week package, a 12-week package, and a 6-month package, right? And as you begin to manage your clients, Louisa, you will see the patterns of what you're doing, and then you'll be able to transfer that into an online product, an online ebook, an online course.
Yes, amazing. Can you just repeat again the 6 month? That was a very nice, like
Yeah,
6
so
months.
like you could start off by saying you offer a 6-week program, or probably maybe a 6-week program, like a health and fitness boot camp, 6 weeks, 12 weeks, 6 months. So 250, 500, and 1,000 for the
10,000.
6 months. Now you can start off and do 1-to-ones.
Yeah.
I would do that first to gain your confidence and to create your processes. And then I would create a group, right? And
Yes.
you could have the running group as well,
Yeah. Yeah. Wow. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I've been just wondering, like, how do I create it?
Yeah, and if you go to my YouTube channel, it's Global Online
Yeah.
Stars. I'm after putting up tons of meditation, and they're all around business.
All right.
Panics, anxiety. So just go and watch those, and just honestly, we've all been there. So don't worry. And there's a great, I put one up there last week, and it's called Reconnecting to Your Business. Because I know when I came back after the summer, I was like, so honestly, I really needed to just reconnect in with the energy of what I'm doing, so this panic and anxiety you have now, we're clarifying it and we're getting rid of it, but that's going to come up again in different ways. So it's learning to manage it.
Yeah.
And always go back to your elevator pitch. Who am I? What do I do? What do I offer? Who do I help?
Okay,
Right?
great.
And
Thank you
have
so
that.
much.
I'm actually going to pin mine up later because I haven't looked at it in a while, right? So I have to take my own advice, and just put it up and just remind yourself,
Yeah.
Okay.
Excellent. Thank you so much.
Evelyn, I see you're back.
I find you.
She's very bad internet connection, so I'm glad you're here now.
It's probably on my side, and Martha.
I think it's yours. Yeah, 'cause I'm fairly good here. It's fairly solid.
Can you hear me?
I can. I think everyone else can hear you too.
Yeah, I can hear.
Brilliant. So Evelyn, you wrote down something here. Do you want to say it, or should I read it?
Yeah, sure. So I suppose the first one is a statement. I'm about 2 years helping clients with social media engagement, and I suppose for a while I was trying to find my own why. What did I want to do in business? I know what I like doing, and the keys. Actually, I love dealing with people.
Yeah.
But I also enjoy marketing, and social media has kind of fell my way, really. I didn't intend to do this. So I suppose I'm still on the road of finding my why, and I'm working at the moment on my own marketing this year. That's my job for myself, I
No,
find it really.
it's like the builder with the shabby house, right? You know.
Well, I suppose more than anything, I find it easy when I'm selling other people's services, and but when it comes to selling your own, that seems to be my where I'm on the back foot, I suppose. So I just felt this year has taken the courage to do something about that.
Yeah.
And sometimes you can get in your own way. Confidence is the other thing that I
Completely. Completely.
Um, so once the confidence piece, and I've been doing a little bit of personal development, and once the confidence piece is higher, that gives you the tools to put your foot in front of the other and go out and do it seriously, take yourself seriously, and pricing. That's my other bogey point. My sister has been over with me from Australia for the last 3 weeks. She said, Evan, you've got to sort out your pricing.
Yeah.
So I've to work on, but it all comes back to I suppose selling your own business and the elevator pitch, Martha. It's kind of one of those things. You know, you need to get it sorted, but it's just to nail it down. And
So let's do it now. Okay. And then you can practice and you can work in it and you can jimmy your words around. One of the things I did, and I have no idea, I have a journal there somewhere, and I did this exercise because I'm always doing this exercise for myself and like, you know, getting the clarity. So I remember I wrote out one day, I was just journaling and I was like, you know, do you know what I did actually? This was really good. Actually, now it's coming back to me. I wrote out clients I'd worked with and I wrote out what I did for them. I wrote out the impact and the results and blah, 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 blah. And then I took those keywords and I put that into my elevator pitch.
Very good.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
So if you were to say, who do you help, Evelyn?
Well, first of all, because I help small businesses, I just because of the way it's worked, I've been working with business women, but I wouldn't rule out businessmen as well.
Yeah.
But I say with small businesses, and the piece I had worked on is I love working with creative people, and because I've worked really well with people who are happy to delegate, but I also need the connection. So while I love going away to do the job, I find it a little isolating to go off and be working on my own without the people contact. My location is fairly isolating. So
where are you? Where are you based?
I'm from Limerick, but I live in the middle of a farm.
Oh, what part of Limerick is it?
Out by Cora. It's actually beyond the race course.
Oh, very good. Okay, yeah. I'm from Limerick originally. I don't know if you know that.
Oh, wow. Yeah, so I'm East Limerick. So I suppose my location is naturally kind of isolating, and I'm someone who does need the interaction with people. But the people I have worked with are creative, and they're good to delegate. And I find I thrive on the delegation, the creativity, and the connection. This is trying to find a way of wording that shows.
So you help small businesses. And when you said the creative, have you a creative background yourself?
Not naturally, but I'm kind of finding my place with it. Do you know what I mean? I love working with words. I love photography. Does that make me creative? I don't know, but I like thinking outside the box, and I like a very different task. Yeah.
Okay, so we'll stick to small businesses for the minute. So you help small businesses who are struggling with
social media engagement.
So let's put that into regular words, okay? So what does that actually mean?
Does that actually mean? There's a good point.
Okay.
I suppose what it means is helping them to sell their business and showcase their products and services so that the people who need to see them can see them.
Okay, so that was beautiful. Okay, this is recording, right? So you can watch this back. So I help small businesses who are struggling with, what did you say?
With a presence and engagement.
Who want to sell their products and their products to be seen.
Yeah.
Okay. So I have small businesses who are struggling with that by, what do you do?
Good idea. So I suppose number one, by sitting down doing a strategy session with them. I mean, I can't say all this in my elevator pitch, But the bones of what I do is get them to sit down and plan what do they want from their social media engagement so that they can sell their products and services and put it in front of the people who need to see it.
I help them clarify their business goals so that they can, I help them by clarifying their business goals and creating a social media plan.
I like that.
Okay.
Thank you.
Together, we rock their social media and help them achieve their business results.
You see, you make it all sound so easy, Martha. If I could have just sat down and wrote that myself, I'd feel
No, but this is what, honestly, look, I have to do, it's very hard to cut your own hair, Evelyn. I have to do this myself, right? So watch the recording of this back. There is your elevator pitch. So the question for you, and we've done this for everyone else here as well, is your global vision. And if you don't have one yet, I invite you to allow the seeds to be planted into what it is. Even just maybe, I don't know, if you meditate, to take some time out, have a cup of tea and journal. You know, what is your purpose here? And tune into if you have any kind of a higher power or anything you believe in, and just really ask, do you know what? And this is a bit of a morbid question, but you know, when I leave this world, what would I be happy with saying? Yeah, I did what I came here to do.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, and it's just, the thing is that what I find is that I work with really like amazing people, and sometimes I feel really privileged, to be honest, because I work with a lot of people who get this, who they want to do more, they're here for more, and they really do want to make an impact. So do you have a nudge or a whisper of something, or is it something you want to go and sit with?
Well, I suppose I do really. My kind of my tagline is I like to help people grow a community around their enterprise. So for me, the one thing that I did leaving this earth was help people to sell their message, and you know, because as small businesses we don't have marketing departments, we don't have sales departments, and make the job easy for them, and helping them to help themselves, I suppose, is the piece that would come to mind initially.
Okay, and so hi, my name is Evelyn. My global mission is to help small businesses around the world clarify their message, build a community, and make an impact.
Yeah, that sounds lovely.
It sounds lovely. So what I want you to do is, it's really important that it's not my words, and that, now, to be honest, I'm translating what you're saying.
Which is a focus that is probably the challenge. Yeah,
so what I really want you to do now is to go and sit with it, and to actually like internally keep saying it and go, is this what I'm really here to do? Is there something deeper? Is there something not even deeper, that's not the word I wanted to say, but
more meaningful, yeah.
And not even more meaningful, because that's actually quite meaningful. But what I'm saying is that sometimes when we find our global mission, it can be layering, right?
Okay.
There can be other layers underneath. So what I want you to do, I have a nudge. There is something else for you, and I can't put my finger on it. But this is the starting outer layer.
Okay.
So I want you to journal on it. Have a cup of tea, meditate on it, and see, and keep saying it, and see if your body is in tune with the words.
Okay.
Right? And just like, do you know, sometimes when you go on a scale of 1 to 10, how do I feel on the inside saying that?
Yeah.
You know, brilliant. Okay. So, have you any questions, Sue?
Gosh, well, it's been amazing listening to everybody. I'm just delighted to have found you. You've really helped me create a lot of clarity. There's 2 things I'm offering, and one, first of all, it's the teacher training, right, to facilitate primary and secondary school. And in the meantime, those teachers create their own mindfulness practice. But what I will also be doing, and I suppose it's not relevant right now, but we'll be offering also online. So that teacher training course plus a personal training course it would be for teens and adults. So really I'll be pitching two different things, but I guess then I pitch them separately rather than if I'm combining, it becomes a bit muddled.
It becomes muddled, and I
Yeah.
would say, I think you need to sit down and really think about this. Ask who's going to be the one taking out the credit card buying it.
Yeah.
Is it the teacher out of their own wages? Is it the school? Is there red tape? And
Well, I'm currently getting CPD.
okay. So what I would say is that what I have learned is that it is very hard to work on multiple projects and market multiple projects at the same time. So I would work on one of them, the one that you're most excited about.
Yeah. Well, I've currently just got the one. So yeah, just focus on that.
That's what I would do.
Yeah. No, that's great. Yeah.
Sorry.
Otherwise your vision and your what you're offering becomes like people wonder, well, what actually are you offering? You know, it becomes a bit
and
confused.
it's something that I'd say to all of you is to give yourself time in your day. Like take a day off during the week, and you can call it a day off, you can call it a business thinking day. And the more you actually tune in to you and the business you want to build, honestly, it will be the best day and time spent ever. I actually took a day yesterday, and it was brilliant. Sorry, Evelyn, I kind of cut you off there at the end of. I actually meant to say Evelyn, but I said Sue.
Okay. No.
Oh, sorry.
I'm sorry, Sue.
You know, everything you're saying is probably relevant to all of us. I love that. Is that Louisa? Yeah. I love what you're saying there, because actually, and working on one project at a time, that's really a good one. There's a couple of things I'm working with at the moment, or I'm trying to plan, and I'm distracting myself trying to work out, well, how am I going to fit that one in? How am I going to fit that one in? One thing at a time. And particularly, I'm working part-time. We're just human. Setting unrealistic targets.
Yeah, honestly, I was out for a walk. I was out for a walk this morning, and I was just when it's complicated, you self-sabotage. When it's simple, you succeed.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that.
Right.
Do you know what I also learned, which was really another shift for me, was I always waited for the confidence to come before action. But actually, I have learned that it's the other way around, which for Evelyn, I would also say is, you know what, you gain the confidence through practice and through putting yourself out there.
Definitely. Like, gives you courage.
Not to wait.
Yeah, that's one thing I have learned, actually, is massive amount of more courage than I thought I had. I mean, if you asked me 3 years ago, what would you be doing 3 years? This is the last thing I would have thought I'd be doing. Yeah. But I love it. And like the other question I asked myself this summer, which was hard, is there a business in this? Is it feasible? And where the hell are you going?
And honestly, it's a really good question. One of the things I learned honestly in the last 2 years, and Kim Summers is on here. Kim is a client of mine, and she has an amazing dancing school in Galway and Cork. And is moving online. And like, one of the things that I really learned in the last 2 years, as I increased, let's say, my mentorship for my own business, was that honestly, I was self-employed. I wasn't really, if I put my hand on my heart, I wasn't really building a business. I had given myself a job. But it wasn't.
That's right. That's original.
And I think that's where I had to invite myself to actually put on bigger panties, step into bigger shoes, and really say, right, okay, if this is going to be a business, I'm an employee of that business. I have to turn up, do the work, move the
Yeah.
needle on the business and make it go further. And honestly, do you know what? For me, I hate to admit it, but there is a bit of growing up. There's a bit of like, okay, let's do this.
Yeah.
And maybe just even thinking of your business as a business rather than, because sometimes when we say, oh yeah, my business, but we don't mean a business that possibly you can sell down the road, right? As this amazing thing that somebody wants to buy off you and that you can retire on your hammock. So maybe later on when you come off this call, I really do invite you maybe to come off this call and to get a cup of tea, grab a journal, and if you go on to, let me see, I'm going to pick a meditation, and just really think about, what does it mean to have a business? What does that mean to you to have a real business?
Well,
And
I've done a nice piece of this, and that's what I'm saying. It's something that it came up, and I've been working on it. I mean, not writing it, but I've been thinking about it, because you have to think about it to be sure that, number one, it's true, it's authentic, and it has a purpose. And purpose sits in the middle of all of that.
yeah,
and when it comes down to it, I put myself in the head of saying, right, okay, I'll just close up in the morning, to visualize in my head, put a message up on Facebook and say, okay, I'm not doing this anymore. But I'd miss the interaction, the purpose, and I would say the growing I have done. That's the piece I'm most proud of. Is
oops, on your sorry. Computer, you need to get grammar. Yeah, and I write pretty much sorry, my YouTube is after turning itself on there. Yeah, and that's really important, Sue. I think, do you have children, Evelyn? Sorry. Do you have children,
sorry, I do. Not here at the moment, but yeah, I have an 18-year-old, I have 11-year-old, I have a 10-year-old, I have 2 on the autism spectrum, and they've ADHD. So I have a lot going on, but I've been the last 3 years trying to kind of just clear my head, clear the expectation, clear the time schedule, and kind of juggle all those balls in a way that I still have a meaningful life. And that's what I've really been battling with, if I'm really honest. And I haven't said that to anybody else.
No, that's okay.
But that's what I've been doing, I suppose. And having a purpose or doing something, I love what you're saying. Is it work or is it self-employed? Like, what is it? I did need a purpose, and I need people in my life, and I need to feel that I have a use and I have a contribution to make. So that's where I'm coming out of, and I'm beginning to put wheels under what I'm doing. I can get the work. I'm just trying to find a bit more planning and clarity around how I make it a purposeful job. Yeah.
Okay, wow. So thanks for sharing that, because honestly, do you know what? We all have stuff, Evelyn, and I think, the challenges, let's say, with your kids, and you as a woman, like minding yourself, minding your identity, hanging on to a smidgen of yourself, and just, it's really important. And, I had my own journey with that. And I think that I'm going to send the link out to this. I'd love if you maybe rewatch it with a cup of tea and a pen and paper, and just really allow yourself to just tune into, who am I? What's my global vision?
Yeah, I like that. That's a nice thing.
Yeah, and you know what? Give yourself the gift of working for yourself. Because you obviously have a connection in what you're doing, and you're obviously good at it. So yeah, I think maybe it's your time now, Evelyn. Your time.
I hope so. I think I've put in enough work. Sorry, not enough. Sorry, I put in a volume of work that allows me now to step to the next stage. I thought I would have taken that step maybe a year or 2 ago. The hardest piece I found, I kind of liken myself to a tortoise, whereas the people I started this journey with have haired off and they're they're established. But like all of our circumstances, as you say, we all have our own journey. Everybody has,
Honestly, yeah,
everyone
yeah,
has stuff to do with. But I think the piece that I was just struggling with is not measuring yourself up against everyone else. My journey is my pace, and I just you do it one foot at the
yeah,
time at the pace you're able to. So that's
yeah,
really where I am. I'm in the upper hand of that now, which is a
yeah.
good thing.
And I think that's really important. And one of the things that I'll be doing in the Global Online Stars is to align, right? Align you to your global online vision. And it's like literally like a flower inside of you that has to like grow within your cells.
Yes, yeah.
And like you can't, I mean, same thing, you can't look at someone else. You just, because you're
Can't
wasting
bypass
time.
the other
No, yeah,
stages
you're
either.
wasting time.
Yeah, you just have to take it at the point that you're ready. Yeah.
Yeah, perfect.
Well,
So,
thank you. And I didn't mean to get too deep and all of that, because
no,
that's just where I am at
but
the
you know
moment.
what? That's
Just
really
being really
important.
honest now.
Yeah, and honestly, that's really important. Look, we've had a couple of years ourselves, and honestly, that's actually part of our journey. As much as we hate it, it is, and it's everyone. I bet you everyone on this call has had some stuff in their life that it's not something to be brushed aside.
No, but it can be a distraction, Martha. It can be a distraction in your overall plan for yourself at
Yes.
times. And then the other thing it can be, which I've come to realize as well, it's cyclical. There's times along the way that you have to take a step into whatever it is and come back from it again. So, and actually that's what I've made the best piece with this year is, that's okay. It's going to change, but that'll be the fun of it. Yeah.
I love it. I love it. Okay, thank you, Evelyn. Kim Summers, you're on, but I don't hear you or see you. Let me know if you want to come on and say hello. And are you there, Kim? I hear door has been closed. I'll just see now if she's... Kim, are you there? No. Okay. Kim, if you have anything you want to add, let us know. No, I don't hear Kim. She could be doing something, or who knows. Okay, so what's that?
I think it could be bad broadband.
Could be, yeah. No, she's in a good area. So, so maybe Kim, if you might catch us next week. So we're going to come back in next week and do something similar.
Fabulous.
So, so just coming up to the top of the hour, I just want to thank everyone for just coming to share the time today. So today's call was literally about stepping into your global vision and just connecting with people who've been on my email list and just getting back into, do you know what? Having a cup of tea and a chat. So
it's fabulous, Martha. You can't actually beat this type of interaction for learning and learning from each other and encouraging each other and realizing we're all actually in the same boat, even though we're doing different things. It's very, it's about empowering each other and sharing what we've got. So I really sincerely thank you. And everybody else. Thank you.
Totally. Louisa, you were going to say something there, were you?
Yes, I'm just wondering, I don't know if this is the right moment and place to pose this question, but I haven't like really tested my niche yet, like the group of people I would like to sell my course. And I was just wondering if between the people that is here, I would like to do just a little question like, would that be something to offer? Like, would you be ever interested in something like having a ketogenic plan, a yoga plan, and a running plan together?
I would, yes.
I'd certainly be curious about it, and interest will come after. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
great.
I think for me personally, I have a bad left knee, so I used to do a lot of running. I can't anymore. So, and I do yoga. I do a bit of yoga. So I would give people the choice of choosing the package, like like going to a buffet, saying, "What do you want?"
Yeah.
Because not everyone may want the three together.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
and from a learning point of view, and when you because say I have a ketogenic book actually out in the kitchen, and do you know the ketogenic kitchen? What is it? It was my friend Patricia Daly wrote it.
I'll check for it.
I'll send the link. But
Okay.
because I know when I'm learning one thing, if I have to learn ketogenic and yoga and running all at the same time, I'm going to fail straight away. I'm
Yeah.
going to fail at all three of them, and then I won't do any of them.
Yes. Okay.
So
Great
what
feedback.
I
Thank you.
invite you to do is to think about your client's journey
Yes.
and put yourself in their shoes. If you were starting off, you're overweight, you're
Too much.
unhealthy, put yourself in your client's shoes.
Yes. Great. Thank you so much, Martha. Yes.
No worries. Okay, so we're going to wrap up, guys. Thanks so much for joining. And oh, there was one thing I was going to say to you. Can't remember. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I'm going to share the YouTube channel. There's some really lovely meditations, and you'll find the right one for you, I hope. And just really have a cup of tea now and go think about your global online vision. Okay.
Thanks, Martha. Have a lovely weekend.
You
Thanks,
too.
Carol.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Thanks so much for joining.
Thanks, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.